Okay, a lot of people have been asking lately in the SEO world whether it's still valuable to buy directories. And there's good directories and there's bad directories, but how do you know which are the good directories and which are the bad directories? Well, I've written some notes here that I think you should take a look at to identify which directories are not all that valuable. And the vast majority of them are not that valuable, but yes, there are some jewels in there. So if you use a company like SubmitEdge to submit to thousands of directories simultaneously, will you get some value out of that? Yeah, you might get 5 or 10 that show up in Google that might give you some value, but for the most part, most of those small directories are not going to be of any value. So how do we determine what are good directories to submit to? Well, one, if they accept everybody, it's not a good directory. If they're accepting spammy sites just by filling out a form, that's not a directory you necessarily want to bother with. Two, if they require reciprocal links, that's not a good directory to be involved in. A directory should get its own traffic without reciprocal links. Thirdly, premium sponsorships. If you're paying extra to be at the top of the list on the directory, probably not something you want to be involved in. Fourth, if you can choose your own anchor text, that's probably not a good directory either, because everybody's going to be using the same directory, the same anchor text for the most part. Okay. Fifth, if they don't have humans reviewing, that's probably not a good directory. If you get immediate approval when you submit, you'll know right away that there wasn't time for a human to review it. And then the last thing, with any links that you buy, whether it's a directory or submit for free or reciprocal linking, you want to get some traffic from that link itself. So there's value in links and directories beyond just the SEO value, and that is that real people go to the site and actually link over to you. So what are directories that you want to be involved in? Well, I've made a list of them here, and at the top of the heap is, of course, the Yahoo directory. Regardless of what type of site you are, you want to pay and have the guaranteed inclusion of the Yahoo directory. Secondly, DMOZ, and we all are familiar with DMOZ.org. It's very difficult to get into. It's a very frustrating directory, but still, getting involved in DMOZ is something you should be able to, should want to do if you can. And finally, any niche directories. If you're in the telecommunications business, for example, and there's a directory specifically about telecom, well, that's something you want to get involved in with, because that's a relevant link that'll really help you. So at the top of the heap, Yahoo and DMOZ, and then secondarily, the next directories that I would look at would be LII.org, which is the Librarians Index, and Business.com, which also carries a lot of weight. In the third tier, I would look at directories like Best of the Web. Best of the Web has been around since 1994, almost when Al Gore invented the internet. So BOTW.org, you can go there and you can apply to be listed in the BOTW.org directory, and that's a good one to be involved in. Although it's a paid directory, it's a good one to be involved in and will carry some link juice to you. Now, we do have a promo code that you can use that's compliments of my blog, the Get Clicks blog. That's clicks with a Z, and it's clicks15. You didn't spell that right. Okay? It's clicks with a Z 15. Okay? That'll get you 15% discount on anything you do at Best of the Web. Some other directories that you might want to do and are worth paying for, they're relatively inexpensive and you can get listed there, and we've had some success with these directories, are the following. GoGuides.org, I like Joanne and Gimpsy and Jade are good ones, and then America's Best and What You Seek. So when it comes to directories, it's more quality than quantity, but these are some directories that you'll want to list your site in. Thank you.